Alright, welcome back everybody. This is MDog. We are going to check out the New World open beta. I played New World back in an alpha state some months ago. I've messed around in the beta a little bit. It seems like things have been polished up a little bit. So I thought we would just play through. Basically, this is a brand new character. We are going to be level... How do we see our level? Are we still level 1? Yeah, we're still level 1. So the only thing this character has done is played through the basic tutorial, which literally just, teaches you how to move and, basic attacks. One thing that I will say off the top is I think one of the biggest deciding factors on whether or not New World is going to be for you is going to be your preference in combat in MMOs. At least to me, it's so important, and maybe that's because of my preferences. But if you're drawn to MMOs that sort of have a fluid, a lot of AOE attacks, and more of an action approach, games that you think of might be like Elder Scrolls Online or even Black Desert Online to a degree. Though this doesn't necessarily make me think of Black Desert Online, but it's in that direction, more like Elder Scrolls Online to me. But if you like that kind of combat, then this is at least sort of in that direction. There's a lot of focus, at least early on just like regular attack versus and strong attack, dodging, blocking. You're only going to end up with, at least that I know, 3 basic skills. If you go to our weapon mastery, it's one of those games where you choose what weapon you want to use, and then you put points into that weapon type as you level up using that weapon. So, like the first skill we took during the tutorial was Swordmaster, which is a whirling blade under the Swordmaster line here, which is a 145% weapon damage to all foes within 2 meters. Defender would have given us a move forward and knock back foes, dealing some damage. So, again, each sort of weapon is going to have its own leveling process. So one character can play lots of different, basically, classes would be the way to look at that. So I tend to prefer like the old school type of MMO with like tab targeting, a little less fluid. I don't know if fluid is the right word, but a little more focused type of combat that is more like skill heavy, abilities heavy, choosing what abilities to use in different situations. This is more like ESO, where it's like you've got your abilities on cooldown, but you've only got 3 or 4 of them based on where you are in the game. And, you kind of use those, according to what situation you're in. And then otherwise, you're going to just be sort of left-clicking quickly or holding it for the normal and large attacks. So anyway, I'll get off my rant there, but I do think sort of your preference about combat style is just a big initial thing as you approach this.
Saints be praised. It's always good to find a live one. That storm was fierce. Figured it would drown the lot of you.
So,
me? Oh, I'm Charity. Watcher Douglas. From Monarch's Bluff Settlement. And who do I have the pleasure of meeting today?
some voice acting in the quest, which is good. Early feedback I've heard from different sources is that the questing in the game can get a little repetitive. I think the story is maybe a little weird. Not weird, but folks are tending to kind of not pay attention to it. Not sure how good it is. I haven't gotten very far myself into the story, but
it's actually the way most people arrive here. I suppose you're still wondering where here is.
All right, level 2.
You've
We
washed ashore on the Isle of Eternum. It's hard for me to even remember the old world these days, but I know it was. You've washed ashore on the Isle of Eternum.
What's different about Eternum?
You generally don't ever age or die here. At least, not in any natural way. On the bad side, there's what happened with the rest of your crew.
Wait, what happened to them?
Well, see, they came back to life, but without their souls. They're wandering around the beach all aimless like.
So they're zombies?
The kind thing is to at least try and put them down for good.
Okay, so there's our first quest. Open a journal. The rest of the crew, viewing the map. We want to go over to here. By the way, map, we can look at that really quick. Pretty big map. Another thing that I think this game does have a pretty heavy PvP focus. Now, in some of the, I guess, going back to the drawing board and refocusing the game, I believe they did try to move the slider towards PvE as well, like adding some more PvE content and plans for additional PvE content. So there's some stuff to do if you're like a casual PvE player, but I think a lot of folks that really get into this game in a serious way may be drawn to the PvP. So we'll see how that goes. Let's move towards our first quest and start working on this. We did pick up some skill points, but it's hard to know where you want to put your skill points, I would think, until you... Now, you might always want to put one in Constitution. We'll do that. But until you'll sort of decide what weapon you want to use, because it looks like the skill points really coincide with the weapon type you're using. So hopefully there's ways to reset your skill points. I would assume in a game like this there would be a fairly affordable or non-punitive way to reset those in case you didn't like where your attribute points are, not your skill points. I guess the distinction here is like a character. You've got weapon mastery points or whatever, and then attribute points. Yeah, looks like you can respect maybe for free at any time. At least right now you can in the beta. Who knows what it'll be like when it goes live. This game releases in just over a month now, so it won't be long until the game is live. And I really, to be honest, just can't get excited about playing an MMO very long until it's live. The thought of progress being wiped, like, I'm just not one that wants to go put hours and hours into a game knowing that it's about to be wiped. So some folks can do that and just grind it out and then keep going once it is live, but I tend not to. So that's why I decided let's just do a first few minutes video of this one just to kind of get a feel for what it's like. All right, so in this combat, I'm going to actually use dodge. So we're going to do a power attack. Oh, I missed my dodge. Let's try to do it again here. He's got a pretty fast attack. So there we go. So a lot of it is going to be either... let's see what we get here. Some iron cartridges. A lot of it's going to be blocking with right click. So we'll try to block this time. We'll start with a power attack, and then we'll hold block down. This takes a little of our stamina away, but we don't lose health from the attack. So these are some very basic enemies and some basic combat, but it definitely gives you an idea of what you can expect. That enemy was definitely glitched, by the way. All right, so we've got 9 seconds till our ability is off cooldown, which right now is mapped to Q. So it's about to come off cooldown, and we will use it to try to finish him off. Block that, and there's our spin. Nice spin there. Alright, we've killed all that we need to, haven't we? We're just unnecessarily killing more zombie sailors here. We're about to level up our sword mastery again. I don't really want to use sword, but until we get a different weapon, this is what we're using. I think it'd be fun to try maybe magic or something, but like I said, once we get an option and then we decide to go with for the experiment of this first few minutes video, then we'll put our points in and see if that helps our damage output and all that. Well, so we leveled up sword and shield. There's no reason not to go ahead and put the weapon mastery points in. Successful heavy attacks grant you 30% in power for 5 seconds, increase damage. Final attack in your light chain causes a 20% slow. So I guess there's chain attacks. What's this one? Whirling Blade causes 5% rend. So since we took Whirling Blade, we'll go ahead and do that. Add rend to the Whirling Blade. So let's see. If we put that on him, well, we did not see it with that. We'll try on the next enemy here, and then we'll head back and turn this in. Okay, so you see the rotation of attacks here. Look at the light attacks. 1, 2, 3. What about heavy attacks? 1. I don't know if you can do like... So there's like a little combo attack. All right, let's do a rend on this guy. Let's see if it shows up. Yep, you see the rend above his name. And rend in this game, it doesn't actually damage them. It makes them more susceptible to damage, I believe. We can look at that really quick. What does rend do? Reduces target's armor for 10 seconds. So they're going to have decreased armor for 10 seconds when we put Whirling Blade on them. Oh, let's pick up a little flint. So another part of this game that may be appealing to some folks, if you're not into PvP, is there is a pretty... what sounds and looks like extensive crafting system. It does lean into sort of the traditional, like, almost survival type game with the amount of crafting and gathering that you'll be doing. It doesn't feel like sort of your typical MMO in the way that it handles it. To me, it reminds me more of some of the, like, survival games out there. Maybe not fully to that extent, but leaning in that direction from what I've seen. So I think most people are kind of coming down on this game in terms of impressions, and the folks like you've maybe seen other like review videos or first impression videos, which that's not what this is. I have not spent enough time to give you that, but what I've heard from people who have put a lot more time into it is that it's got some bugs. It definitely needs some more work. It's comparable to what other MMOs have been, some of them at least at launch, which is to say that it really depends on how much time and love and effort is put into the game after launch will probably determine kind of how successful it is. So there's some fun to be had, but there's some things that, will hold it back from being great if they're not either changed or added to in the near future. Okay, so we complete another quest.
Oh dear. Where are your manners, Charity?
Do you have something to eat?
I didn't think to bring anything. I can show you how to make do.
Okay, so we're gonna make ourselves a skinning knife at the fire. Let's also look. We might have, we've got a couple of gear upgrades that we need to put on. We didn't even wear boots. Let's put some boots on. All right, so here's our first look at the crafting. So we'll make the flint skinning knife, which requires flint, which we have been picking up, and green wood from, I'm assuming we get that from the bushes that we... Alright, so we're going to set that as our active tool. So skinning knife is now our active tool. Do we have enough to go ahead and make all the... Harvesting sickle. And mining pick. So according to what kind of gathering you're doing, you'll need to use different tools. And then these are just the like learned recipes versus unlearned recipes. So again, pretty extensive. A lot of cool stuff you can do with crafting.
Got your skinning knife, eh? It's not exactly all right. Now that you've got your little knife.
Okay, so supposed to go hunt.
Yourself a fat one if you can.
Go hunt a boar.
Good hunting spot.
And looks like it's going to be right close to here. Oh, there's some right there actually. This guy is really close to home, so we'll rend him up. He's not going to attack us, is he? Now we'll skin the boar. So we got 3 pork. Let's go ahead and get one more. Because we can make the food. And the food seems like, especially early, seems like it's pretty nice to have some food on hand so that you can quickly get your health back. So we'll get one more pork finished here. Yeah, this is going to be fun if you're playing like right at launch. These quests where you actually have to skin an animal, and only one player is going to be able to skin that animal. So it's going to be interesting, as the launch of an MMO always is, right? Cook a light ration at the campfire. So let's go ahead and let's cook us some pork. Here's the light ration. So it just needs one piece of pork to craft it. Let's see. I need to look closer. Is there a way to do? Yeah, we're gonna do all three of them at once. There we go. So we got some cooking experience here. Monarch's Bluff's experience, it looks like, as well. And that's about all we can do. But hey, now we've got all these light rations we can eat as we need to.
Like this? Well, nothing like a warm meal by the fire. But you're glad you took the time.
So we are now level 1 cooking.
I hope it doesn't seem like life is just a
Energized light ration, travel ration.
Some people quite like it.
Anything else you need help with?
So, that was a
It's the
freak
corruption.
storm that wrecked your
What is the
ship.
corruption?
That nasty red stuff, kind of an evil magic. Being corrupted is
All right.
even worse. Storms are just a fact of life here.
Okay, so we're gonna get a bow as a reward for this. So I guess we could use bow once we get that. Where's the yeah, energized light ration? What do we need from that? Game meat. So I don't know when you get that, but or you can get red meat for travel ration. So there's some upgraded cooking I guess you can do. Okay, so go search shipwrecks for records and remnants is what we are to do at this point. Well, you know, if it's that easy to respec, which it looks like it is, let's just go ahead and put all our points into strength. Let's go ahead and put our points into strength, and that way we can actually do a little bit more damage with the sword, be a little more effective, and see how this goes. Alright, where are the shipwrecks? They're a little further away, maybe. Yep, they're on past here. Oh, yeah. A little more DPS now. That wasn't very nice. Oh. Does your health go back automatically? Maybe it doesn't. Camping available. Wait, what? In the water? It said camping available. Okay. We got level 4. Means we have 2 more attributes. We're going to go heavy into strength. All that damage. Forget about health points. Might not be the best strategy. I don't know. Okay, we're reading these journals now. Get the supply stockpile. By the way, I am really wanting to do... If you are familiar with my YouTube channel, you know that most of our attention historically has been spent on fishing videos for, especially Russian Fishing 4, but other games as well. What I'm actually wanting to do, though, is start a new series on leveling up fishing in Final Fantasy 14. Which a lot of folks playing Final Fantasy 14 these days for the first time, or coming back to it if they've played it before. And I really like fishing in Final Fantasy 14, so it kind of matches my love of MMOs and my the enjoyment I get from fishing in games. So yeah, I'm hoping to start that soon. We've already got a character we've been playing and leveling, so we might be able to start fishing with that character, and then once I get caught up to the level that I am on my main, which honestly isn't that high in fishing, we can start using my main, which will be more useful for me. Maybe we can do some leveling with fishing and cooking, we'll see. But I'm really enjoying Final Fantasy 14, and that's not to say that I won't play this. I think I will play this, although I just, because of my the preferences I mentioned earlier with combat, the fact that I am more into PvE than PvP, I just think that a game like Final Fantasy 14 and other MMOs even is just more my cup of tea. But that doesn't mean I won't get some enjoyment and, you know, experience a little bit of New World as well once it goes live. I do think I will do that. Okay, where are we going here? Oh, the locker. We got to search the locker. Okay. It's not too bad using sword and board. It's kind of getting more fun. Oh, we're not doing much use of the board, though. We're really just, now that we have strength, just successfully whacking away with the sword. Oh, we got a musket. Wait, what? I don't think I've tried using a musket yet. Is that fun? Okay, so we have a spear and a musket. Let's try. Oh, at level 5 we can do a second weapon. Well, let's go ahead and try it now. Even though we have no points into it. Character. Oh, we got another point in this? Interesting. Oh, we can get another skill. A reverse stab. Alright, let's do it. So now we have an R skill. That's pretty cool. Alright. Oh, we don't have any ammo. Do we have any ammo, though? Oh, we do. How's this going to work exactly? Let's go ahead and eat a ration. Ooh. Okay. Maybe you're supposed to, like, run away, little girl. Ow. Yeah, I'm not sure about... I'm not sure about that being your main weapon, at least this early on. That seems hard. You could get it to work, I guess. Again, we don't have skill points in something that would give us more attack, more damage with that, so maybe that's part of the problem. But using a gun, like, that just doesn't seem that fun to me. I don't think I would be drawn to that. But yeah, I could see using some sort of ranged weapon, though, as your secondary. Or maybe your primary, but you're going to want to have a backup, right? Wait, what is this? Oh, okay. We got to collect ship flags. I forgot how long this quest was. We're, like, collecting all kinds of stuff. All kinds of collecting going on. Oh my word. You see when we collect these bushes, sometimes we're getting bait that you can use for fishing. So fishing also in this game, although, again, I'm just not going to put a lot of time into stuff until it's actually live. Okay, so now there's one at the south end as well, or from the stern. We got the flags. How bad is fall damage? Woo! Not too bad. Okay, now we just go back. Oh, hey there, buddy. You want to fight? Straight sword mastery. Oh yeah, we got a new skill. Oh, of course we messed it up. We'll try that again. We'll try that again very soon. So once we hit... once you hit level 5, you can do 2 weapons and switch between them, which is nice. But yeah, I kind of like MMOs that have more abilities. I don't know. It definitely, combat for me is not super fun in this game. It's okay.
Fair amount of records, I'd say. The Monarch's Bluff settlement keeps... I know you're probably wanting to head up to the settlement yourself soon. I can't leave until I'm sure that any corruption... I know the corruption that remains is coming from the sea cave. my day. But
One last thing. All right, I guess we'll do one last thing. Let's see. How did we? Okay, so we're level 5 now, so we can do that. Do we want to let's just go into strength. Actually, where's the musket is intelligence, and I could see eventually doing a fire staff. Let's do that. And then what we'll do is we'll play around with the musket in our offhand for now. Bow and arrow kind of be more fun maybe, but what is it that does spear? Is that different than... No, that is spear. Spear is strength as well? Scales with dexterity and strength. So maybe it's supposed to primarily be dexterity, but I guess we could like start putting points into it now. View leveling rewards. Oh, that's cool. All right. So are we good? We have everything we need here. Oh, we've gotten some apparel. We can look like a real gentleman. Wait, what? Which one's better? I guess the duelist shirt is better. Okay. Okay, so let's try out this spear. Where are we going? We probably need to fight a few things just to level it up a little bit before we go into this next questing area. Is there going to be anything? I don't know, we'll see. So now we can easily switch back and forth between the musket and our spear. We need some enemies. Okay, he's attacking. Oof. Ah, what are you throwing at me, buddy? I like the reach of the spear. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Wow, they respawn that fast? We just killed those guys. I'm just not sure headshots matter. Maybe they do. Work on getting our spear master. I just want to see what the points are for, especially for spear. See what the skills look like. Oh, that hit both of them? That's nice. That's not nice. Go ahead and eat something real quick here. I just wish you'd stop hitting me with that stuff. Alright, we need to break through this veil, right? And then we can put our points into the spear once we get to a somewhat safe place. Alright, here we go. Character, spear. Throw your spear, dealing 225 damage. That's kind of cool. Rush forward and skewer your target. Ooh, I like that. Alright, we'll do that one. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Ooh, my ability got blocked or something. Uh-oh, we got some ice gauntlets. And we got a fire staff. Alright, I want to try the fire staff. Absolutely, for sure. Wait, did I just... Here we go. Okay, now we just need to get out of here, right? That's taking forever. You're on fire. I like it. Oh, now you have to... You gotta aim. That one shot missed him. We've gotten hit by so many of these grenades. Let's take a bite. All right. That one lady is still coming after us. All right, okay, so what's our fire staff ability options here? 134 damage, a jet flame. That's awesome. Flamethrower or pillar of fire. 10-second cooldown, 8-second cooldown. 134 weapon damage. I just want to see flamethrower, really. The truth is, I just want to see flamethrower. Wait, why isn't it... Alright, stop. Okay, there's flamethrower. Okay. Let's see how the boars like flamethrower. I think that's the only enemy we're going to run into before we get back to base. Base camp. Do you like flamethrower? Alright, now is it still burning? Yes. It was still burning. Very nice. Trying to take my boar. Wasn't very nice.
Did you destroy whatever it was in Turtle Spit?
We got it.
Wherever you came from, they must be pretty tough there. Thing is, I prefer prefer we go back together.
All right, so we hit level 6.
Take this message to
We can make a wooden longsword.
Been worried about
That's cool.
surgeon like this for a long time.
Hit level 6. We've got 2 points. If we're going to lean into the fire staff, we'd want to drop some in intelligence, I guess. I'm guessing early on, though, you probably want to commit to one or the other. Not doing, not trying to double level stats. Just kind of pick one weapon as your main and lean into it pretty heavily. At least I think that's what I would do. I also probably would have put a few more points into Constitution, get a little bit better health and regen or whatever else that affects. So yeah, anything else we need to look at? I don't think so. I mean, I think this has been a good intro. This is like, the first little quest hub. Now they're sending us to the first little hamlet settlement thing, which we can run up there real quick to see what it looks like. And then that'll be I think the end. Maybe we'll see something along the way. We can flamethrower. Sorry, I'm sniffling so much. I've got a little cold that just is lingering a bit. So this is something new. Oh, wait, we still can't get that. Okay. I didn't know if we were going to have to get our sickle out. Some things you'd have to get your sickle out for, but these are still considered little bushes, I guess. Again, we're getting baits and stuff, as well as all the wood and other things we're gathering. Certain ingredients, like when you get into crafting and stuff, certain things require different... I guess if we used our axe, we could actually cut down those trees. Certain plants and stuff you have to pick up for certain recipes. I think the fishing pole actually requires you to find a certain bush or something. I don't know. Maybe we were supposed to stay on the road. Would we have run into... Can't remember if there's like any other quests or anything before you get to the main hub. I don't think so. Or the first hub. I guess until you get a mount, sort of a lot of running in this game. But that is not uncommon in MMOs. Oh, what level is this? Can we flamethrower it without dying? Yeah. Realistically, I could see actually really liking the, can we skin this? Yeah. Really liking the, other ability that we could have taken instead of flamethrower. Because it looked like it was going to be an area ability. So if you're fighting multiple mobs, you could hit multiple, hit multiple of them with the, let's see, what was it called? Weapon Mastery, Fire Staff. Yeah, the Pillar of Fire. So you can respec these as well. I bet, I'm not sure if they're free just because it's beta, or it might be because you're at a low level. I think eventually respec, I'm guessing, is going to cost some in-game money, It'd be unusual for them not to have some sort of like gold sync for respecing eventually. But I could be wrong. Graphics look pretty nice. Gameplay's good. I mean, it is what it is. It's not bad though. And here we are at Monarch's Bluff. So now you start to see a lot more people around. The game kind of opens up a little bit. Cool looking tigers. Or lions or something. I think we go up and around, if I remember correctly. And this is where we would go to progress to the next quest, the Town Hall. All right. That'll do it. Thanks for joining me and hanging out for a little while in New World. We'll try to continue to work on a little bit of RF4 content here and there. Definitely taking a little bit of a break, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to dip my toe back in every once in a while. And certainly when I have time to stream, we'll mostly be streaming RF4, but we might try to get an MMO stream in every once in a while too. But like I said, I'd like to do maybe a few Final Fantasy fishing videos. We'll see if that works out though. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.